What's going on? How's everybody doing? I usually sit down and meet up with some people, and we have shots of brandy and may play some spades or chess or just talk. And while I sat and talked with them, there was an older man who had been there for a while, ex-military, Panthers, Panthers affiliated, served his country, did his due diligence, raised his children, white passed, and he asked me, "Can you see the board?" And I said, "What do you mean? Can I see the board?" He asked me, "Can you see the board of life?" And I said, "I don't get what you mean." And he said, "I want you to look around." He said, "Better yet, follow me." I think y'all can hear me. He said, "Follow me." And he drove me to this plaza where I'm sitting at. We had a conversation, good 45 minutes to an hour conversation. And what he showed me, I couldn't get mad because I'm now looking at the board as he shows me. You know, while you hear a lot of the bickering and the talking points of of uh, of sex and men and women and teaching and mentoring, all that BS crap, he was showing me how the Latin community had bought a whole plaza. He had showed me how the Arab community is running businesses. Now I want to show you. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this for yourself. Now I want you to know I'm in South Carolina, a heavily black demographic area, Dorchester, if you know what that is, or you know where that's at, right? Well, let me show you where we went to. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Now, over there, that's the Latinos. Dollar Mart, Latinos, SM, Domino's, and your Yum Express. And on the right side is owned by the Arabs, even down, except that bank. Okay? But Metro, the cigarettes and liquor, the cigarettes and liquor, that's the Arabs, the ABC store. And this is all owned by the Arabs, and the Latins are over there. And then that gas station is also owned by the Palestinians. And so what he showed me was, can you see the board, son? Can you see the board? Because at this point, all that talking and bickering and stuff don't matter. Now, on the farther end of town, the whites stay. But the area where this is at is predominantly the black area. They did it. They gentrified a plaza as well as four other plazas that we shop or predominantly work for. The blacks are the workers, the Latinos and the Arabs and the Asians are the owners. And I had a conversation with some people about these conversations, like, they say, oh, the white man, the white man, the white man. I'm like, bro, you just not getting it. You're just not smart enough to understand it, because it didn't hurt what he was saying. It hurt because I didn't want to see it, but I had to receive it because it is for what it was. And so when I showed that picture of the black children in the mud, because the same semblance of where they're going to be fighting from is just as is. They're going to be fighting from the mud. All the conversations about back in the day, the new groups that are coming in to the fray do not care for your talking points. That's not their job to care. That's not their job for them to read your history. That's not your job for them. Like, I honestly, when people be coming to me telling me about all that set shit, I don't be, my brain be going off, man. Like, I don't give a fuck, because I'm like, yo, bro, like, is this making me money? Like, you told me about the woes of back then, but unless you're a lawyer, unless you got a court case, these groups do not give a shit, man. They're going to ask you, like, yo, are you going to buy that property or not? Do you have a job or not? Are you trying to compete against me? If not that, come get online, get an application, and then go from there. And so, looking at it right now, I told y'all this next political election coming up, those are going to be the main people that are going to be swaying the electoral vote. The Gaza and Israel issue, that's going to be on the table. What's going on with the Ukraine funding, that's going to be on the issue. That's going to be on the table. What's going to be happening, what's shifting that of the economy and the interest rates that are jacked up now, that's going to be on the table. They're not caring to talk about those black issues. Listen, man, that's between somebody's toe jam right now. They are not hearing that. They're not trying. That's not, and y'all can say it for what it hurt. This subterranean section of YouTube, I don't care, because honestly, I'm looking at the proof of the pudding. About, it's not what you say, it's what gets put up on the board. Your feelings don't matter to what actually is happening right now. And see, I can understand why a lot of Negro Americans are afraid to talk about it, because those groups already got a grip lock on that of the social media. If you come out of pocket about those messages, they strike you for hate speech. They don't mind you talking about your little gossip. They don't mind you talking about domestic violence. They don't mind you talking about who's this or who's that, who's gay, who's sleeping with who. They don't care about that. At the end of the day, your children will be working for them. You will be working for their franchises. I know we like to believe there's so many black-owned businesses, but there's not. There's not. We are definitely a minority. You can't talk about, well, we got the NBA. No, the NBA is owned by franchise owners that own shares. Those shares, those players are their shares. Those are their share. That's their marketable labels. They say, put on this jersey, wear these socks, put on that pink outfit, jump for this, speak for that, jump this high, run down that field. That's their shares. And if they don't do what they're told, guess what? They pull a Jay Moret. Sit your butt down. You got to understand, your opposition does not have to hide what they say or what they do anymore. Why? Because they done already maneuvered in positions where they're already locked in. And for people saying, hey, it's going to rain, you need to go ready your boat to get in the ark. I understand that's not the cool message. That's not the message you want to hear. You want to hear about your reproductive situation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like that no more. Most of these black children will possibly never be able to afford to get into a home like that because the interest rates are so ridiculous now. It's almost damn well near impossible. Go ahead, talk to people about the housing crisis. I mean, we already know they don't want to address it. Go talk to them about the medical SSI, the disability, all that stuff. Those systems are failing and crumbling. But see, other outlier systems are being made and implemented. That's why I look at it. That's why I look at it when people say that. I'm like, yo, you really don't know what you're getting into. You don't really know. It don't matter what y'all got to say. Like, honestly, that's why I'm trying to tell y'all right now, man. The House of Representatives don't even know who they want to put in the House now. They don't even know who they want to put. Nobody understand this. Whatever is going to happen in the Middle East between Gaza and that Israel situation, that is going to reconfigure and shape that of what's going to happen with America. Oh, there's no getting above. Oh, there's no overlooking that truth. There's no overlooking that. There's no overlooking that. And I'm being very, 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 very careful how I speak about this. The Latin community has gotten very strong. Very strong. So much to say they're actually stronger than the black community now. Politically, economically, when it comes to businesses, business ventures, imagery wise, the Latin community has the black community. It's okay. I'm not. It's not. Oh, there's no BMT. You're shaming your race. No, it's not shaming your race. I mean, you show me what's matching what's being put out for blacks right now. Show me their Blueface. Show me their Krishan. Show me their Zeus Network. Show me their Ruthless and all those derogatory shows that just make blacks look so falterly weak. There's a reason why they are making sure that they do not put that imagery nowhere close to their politics, to their talking points. They don't want no ex-gangbangers, no felons. They don't want no players of sport. They don't want none of that close to talking about politics, healthcare, or agency for them. They don't want none of that close to them. Neither do the Asian community, neither do that of the Palestine community, the Israeli community, the Indian community. None of them want that because they know there is a shift going on with the economy. So they need the best representatives that they can have. Can anybody name to me what is the Black American best representatives that we have right now? I'll wait. Be patient. It's okay. I get it. It's okay. BMT, you're doing the coon dance. That's fine. That's the only thing that we can say nowadays that has no meaning or whatsoever. Have no smoke for people who sell drugs. Have no smoke for people who literally talk about wishing death or putting out false allegations. But we'll call people when we tell the truth about what is going on in the atmosphere for Blacks right now. You think I give a shit about what now is happening on that of social media? Social media right now, do y'all not notice that YouTube is going back and cleaning up all this stuff? They're getting them about it. Shout out to Business Talk with Kate. They're going back to old videos done years ago. Demonetizing channels and pushing them off. Like, get out, get out. You gotta understand. Listen, I told you they're going to get their money. They're going to get their check. You can't say, well, we got to just get rid of the immigrants. How? Our country right now, if people were to say the immigrants are a cancer, then literally that cancer is now part of your spine. You would literally kill yourself. You would kill the American economy now. Because to be honest, a lot of American society cannot function without the immigrants now. We can't function without them. We do not know how to do for ourselves, especially Black America. How many Black American men know how to do HVAC, carpentry, welding? How many of them are in the healthcare? Huh? How many women know how to do sewing? How many women know how to work at that working machinery at mills? I can show you some videos of women in the Asian community working at mills fixing machinery. We've fallen too far behind, and we gotten too lax. There is no, well, let's pick up people by the that bootstraps is done, man. As I show y'all these stores, this plaza, I'm showing you just how far these communities are coming. And people can say, well, it's the government allowing them in our community. No, they're buying. They're buying these properties. Stop using the excuse, of the government, the government, the government, the government, the government, the government, the government. Stop using those excuses. Well, see, I mean, I hear you with that, Yuri. People could keep on trying to pick at that of different demographics, but see, those different demographics, I watch them. They don't look for, oh, it's a holiday coming up, I'm gonna take that time off. No, I see them working the 366 days out of the year. I see them going hard, bro. A lot of people worry about trying to be like the white man. That doesn't matter because he is losing his grip. You're trying to worry about the latest celebrity gossip, right? You're worried about celebrities. When you just saw the celebrities on strike losing all of their stocks and profits. If I get out of the US and travel to another country, it'll get a lot easier. That's a false lie. That is a false lie. If you travel outside of the US, it will not get easier. We're going to go run to Africa? That's run by Putin. That's run by China. They got that. Don't talk to me about no masculinity or running to the Middle East. Where else you going to? Asia? They're strict on their laws of code of conduct. They just now took a black Samoan content creator and they're going to put him in prison. If you're struggling to make it in America, I'm going to be honest, you're not going to fare very well in those other countries. I just put it like that. You're struggling to make it in America, but how is it everybody else who comes to America is easily dog walking your culture, your ethnic climate? Are you bilingual? Do you have a trade or a skill? Are you willing to work extra hours? Are you willing to sleep on air mattresses or do what you got to do until you get there? I see these guys at Walmart. Well, Starbucks profits off of people in South America, and they're already being looked at for some schemes. So we're not going to use Starbucks, but that's a multi-billion-dollar corporation that does not treat their workers very well. We're using people that if you're having a hard time with this market, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have a hard time. A lot of American children are not going to fare very well. Looking at how a lot of these children, the Asian kids, easily are breaking through the SATs. You're looking at it I get it. They want to show off, hey, they're not talking about Black American children. Y'all do know that they be talking about African kids, right? I hear a lot of people talk about becoming minimalist. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a minimalist type of guy. I work too hard for that. I'm not going back to some 2-bedroom type of lifestyle. That's years ago. It's years ago. I can't go back to that. There are some people that are that willing to do that. But I'm gonna see you guys later. This is BNT giving you a short talk. Peace.